Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video for Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, where I'm going to be taking on the Dimensions End Entropy Tier 7 quest, and for this I am bringing on a party of Zack, Ignis and Bartz, with brothers as a summon. So there's two main things to watch out for in this one. The first thing I would say that's the most important is that the second wave features none other than Rose's event boss. So it's those goddamn crust beetles again, and we all know how annoying they are. If they break you when they're under hatred power, then you're probably going to die. In fact, there's no probably about it, you're pretty much dead. And the second thing to bear in mind is the Kaiser Behemoth in the last wave. So it starts off kind of, in its quadrupedal form, and it's really not that much of a threat at that point, but then you get it to about 80% health, and then it suddenly it restores all its health, it stands up, takes its big ass sword out, and then it's much more of a problem because of this attack here called Fogger, Fogger, and it inflicts a unique debuff called Fog, and what that does is it disables your skills from being used, so you can only use bravery and regular bravery and HP attacks, which is absolutely awful, and it's the main reason that Ignis is on this team. And then the other big problem it has is Reaper, which is like a group melee brave attack. It inflicts attack down. Now this is incredibly potent debuff, like you'll be hitting for peanuts if you get inflicted with that attack down, so again, that's the other reason that Ignis is here. So yeah, I would highly recommend some form of debuff prevention if you're running this. Maybe it's possible if you're using some sort of busted OP, like if you're using Aranea, right, then you can probably even kill this thing before the debuffs become too much of a problem, because you can just delay it to hell. But I'm not using Aranea because she honestly seems way too strong right now, and I would prefer to save her for a later tier. I mean, if you want to use her here, then go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. I just prefer to save her for a later tier because her damage is ridiculous, and I mean, I've got enough purple characters already. I had Bartz gathering dust over here, so I'm like, you know what, I might as well put you to use in Dimensions End as well. So yeah, let's just quickly go over the artifacts. I am actually going to be sticking with my 108 CS50s. I could honestly put on a 108 330, but I think I'm just going to stick with what I've got here. Just because we need the attack in the extra attack in the last wave, and yeah, I'll show my spheres as well. Good old soldier sphere setup. And Ignis, I have only got at 0 out of 3. I have not put any ingots into him, and to be honest, I'm probably not going to because he's good enough without it. So I've got him on a double max. I've got these are the artifacts I've got. I couldn't get any 17330s, but I got a decent amount of these, so I'm probably just going to roll with what I've got here, to be honest, because it's honestly not worth the effort to farm for better ones. And then Bartz actually still has the same artifacts that I got for him when the very original World of Illusions Idoja event came out, when Idoja was first released. I'm pretty sure that Bartz was one of them back in the like the pre-Cosmos era, like in the EX era, and Bartz got his rework, so I was diligent / lucky enough to get those, so they're pretty much what I'm going to be rolling with as well. So let's, without further ado, let's jump into it. So even though this is only a trash wave, I still have, there's still one big problem with it, and it's these two freaking imps. Because if you leave them alive, then they're probably going to confuse you. Like, I'm not worried about the bee. You get inflicted with a HP poison, but I am not about to get confused by those things. So yeah, that inflicts a bravery and HP poison, but that only lasts for 3 turns, so that's pretty much completely fine. And I am going to use double hand here. Let's have Ignis cook us up a storm. Wow, that actually does a respectable amount of damage. Like, I'm probably going to use regroup after it's over, but not now. So I'm just going to attack B. Let's break it. And we definitely want to take that thing out. There we go. Excellent. so now we're on to these things. So I'm going to regroup to restore my health and to get the buff up for everyone. So let's just make sure they're focusing Zack at all times, because this is one of the major reasons that that Zack is even here. And I am going to missile on B, because it does have a death debuff, and A is going to self-cleanse when it gets into when it does that thing that it does anyway. So I'm trying to respect the break order here, but probably going to have to attack A at some point anyway. Yeah, so B's going to come out of break, so I'm just going to attack B, and then Zack can take care of both of them because I know his EX is up. Oh, I let Ignis's food buff run out, goddammit. So yeah, I'm not going to use initial advance right now, because the main problem with that is that Zack's shield has a little bit of a quirk with it. If you use it, if you use his, if you get his EX shield applied, and then you run out, you have less initial bravery the next time that you use it, then it's not going to reapply. So for example, if you have like, if you use Zack CS65 and you use Apocalypse, that gives you a stronger brave shield. If you then run out of your Crystal 65 and then you use Apocalypse again, it's not going to refresh the shield duration if it still exists, because he has less initial bravery, so it's not going to override the buff. So that's kind of like, that's standard behavior, but at the same time it's really annoying. Yeah, let's share the love a little bit. I'll use a Rush Assault. So I'm using the Papa Bird buff here because we don't really need the debuff immunity until the final wave, in my opinion. Like, yes, it helps, but at the same time it's really not needed. Okay, they're gonna go in on Zack. That's fine. I mean, that's what he's here for after all. Okay. So I'm going to use Apocalypse here actually. I mean, I'm going to use this Crystal 65 here for the first time because I think we'll be okay. I just want that little bit of extra damage. And that thing is going to use its all attack, so I am just going to use a bravery attack. Yeah, that's baby damage. Yeah. I wanted to put the defense debuff on one of them, but if I do it on B, it's pointless, because it's going to self-cleanse. Oh, and Zack's run out of his shields, apparently, which is awesome. Thankfully, oh, if he's run out of his shield, we need to use some skills, and we need to use them now. Oh, great. Oh, this might be bad. Oh, that Ramu miss. That clutch remove miss. So Zack would have survived even if he got chunked there anyway, but at the same time, I didn't want both of them to attack him, because if the first one broke him and the second one also broke him, then he would have been pretty much dead. Oh yeah, and Ignis is gonna get destroyed. But that's fine, because he should have his EX next turn basically. So I'm actually, what buck is about to run out on Bart's speed up. I don't care about that. Let's use all boost. Okay, so I'm gonna cook with Ignis, and I'm gonna get his EX up so I can get Zack over here and get him to tank the attacks. Yeah, I don't have his Bloomstone, sue me. I really need to get his Bloomstone. Yeah, so now we're gonna bloody have a shield. Ooh, double 54k, that's pretty nice damage. Yeah, just make sure you don't get broken by that thing when it does its all attack. That's pretty much what I'm going for here. Do I need to chain slash? I don't think I do really. I should really use some skills though, so I can get his EX back up. Let's see, I'm gonna Heineke on this one because it's got the defense debuff. Need to refresh the recipe. Yeah, so both of these things are in the calm mode right now, so that's kind of not a big problem. But I am going to rush assault on A over here. Yeah, so his shield ran out because he had his Crystal 65 on last time. So I should probably have popped it again, to be honest. It was kind of a mistake for me not to do that. But yeah, let's not kill B, because if we do, then the other one will instantly go berserk. Okay, so yeah, we've put it into its berserk mode. Let's see here. What do I want to do? Do I want to risk it, or do I not want to risk it? I think I don't want to risk it. So So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use a recipe, and then I'm going to go into memory lane pastry mode in time for the next round, basically, and then I'm just going to kill it. There we go. So honestly, it's probably better to use the summon in that wave because you can deal more damage that way to 2 targets, but I'm just holding on to it because I can, essentially. So yeah, I'm going to chain slash here. Definitely need to get that thing's attention. Do I really need to use Overwhelm right now? Honestly, I don't think I do. I want to use this. And then this. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm actually going to use a bravery attack, just so we all get that little bit of extra battery. Now I can overwhelm. Here we are. Here's the final stance. So, regroup's about to wear off. Here it's just pretty much a matter of keeping the shield up, not doing anything stupid, and we'll probably be fine. And let's keep the pastry mode on for the majority of the time because we just do not want to take any of this thing's debuffs. They're quite nasty. Yeah, I mean, I'm not worried about that. Zack can heal himself back up. Yeah, let's do an all boost. Why not? Why not? That's pretty good for a Brave Attack battery, to be fair. And at least with Bartz on the team, we don't have to worry about not being able to shave anything. Okay, I'm going to use this. Sure. Okay. So here's where I'm going to do a little bit of a rush down. If we go into the Papa Bird stance, then what I can do is I can go into summon here. And then I'm going to swap to Zack. So here we can pretty much just go all out. At least that's the plan. Oh, we have a launch chance here. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to have to use it anyway. Okay, so this is going to be its Reaper attack, and we definitely do not want to take a load of... we definitely do not want to get debuffed with that attack debuff. So let's put the memory lane back on. So Bartz might get broken here, but that's fine. We must regroup! Okay, and this should pretty much be it. Let's go. Excellent. And there we go. That is Dimensions End Tier 7. Not bad at all. So yeah, having some form of debuff immunity for the last wave is highly recommended. It just makes your life that much easier. Of course, Ignis is pretty much the best we've got at this point. That was part of the reason I pulled for him. And yeah, having Zack for the beetles really helps as well. So it's probably going to be substantially more difficult if you don't have those two. Like if you don't, then I probably wouldn't blame you if you brought Aranea to just nuke everything. But that's going to be it with that's going to be it for this party. So thanks everyone for watching, and until the next time, take care and goodbye.